Welcome to India Construction Week 2020 and online international conference on revival of construction industry in post-COVID world. I am structural consulting engineer Aniruddha Nakhwa and I represent Builders Association of India and the fraternity. I thank CIDC and the organizing committee to give me opportunity to speak on this topic related to the concrete technology and its management in this COVID scenario and post-COVID world. Friends, I would certainly like to bring to light unlocking the unlocked in post-pandemic scenario. Can we make this difference? Let us see. Friends, we all are aware it has been a year now the coronavirus migrated and arrived at almost all the airports of the world and infected the world with its wave. We are all affected by the hit of this corona wave. As a result of this wave, it was necessary to impose sudden lockdowns in many countries, and it was needed as a need of time, as human life was the prime priority to be saved. The life also needed to be brought to normal gradually, and steps of unlocks were also gradually implemented. Many activities were unlocked, but there still exists psychological unlock which needs to be unlocked. This psychological lock exists in form of fear and anxiety and damage to the lifestyle of the people in lockdown days. Unlocking this will be the game changer in the present scenario. Coming to the setbacks of the pandemic and the lockdown, it has threatened the life, brought fear and anxiety in the minds of people, and tremendously affected the economics of the entire world, of which construction industry is a major part. In the history, for first time after industrial revolution, all the wheels had stopped except for the clock, whose needles were piercing our minds and thoughts for overall survival. Only the graphs of COVID cases were increasing, and those friends, we can say that 2020 has brought and given insight to intercept all these sectors in the industry, including ourselves and our vision for the world, for better tomorrow. The key factors affecting the industry are the 3 M's of the construction industry: manpower, material and money. Manpower, as we can see, is totally disrupted during the lockdowns. There was chaos, confusion, and lot of workers in the industry migrated to their hometowns. Many were left unemployed. There was zero production, shortage of raw material, and at instances where there were emergency works going on, there were increase in prices. Money had stopped due to stoppage of work and sustaining establishments. Affected construction sectors. Almost all the sectors, infrastructure, real estate, repair industry, and how we find solutions. Solutions can be of two forms, short term and long term. The important one, empowerment of the 3 M's in the industry. Adoption of sustainable technologies, education and community awareness. Solutions, empowerment of the 3 M's. Empowerment of 3 M's in the industry, manpower, that is our first aim. Futuristic long-term approach, intelligence and human resource power. We require both the muscle power, the worker to the ground level, as well as the intelligent people working in the AC rooms. The most important thing are the students, are the source. These are our resources, the young generation. Education, educating the students, the future generation, and handing over the baton of knowledge and truthfulness to this generation. Providing environmental friendly sustainable technology, social awareness and social engineering. Friends, in these years we have lost the essence of humanity in our busy schedules, the touch with the community, and treating all the activities and all the classification of works, all the job sectors with equality and equal importance, and teaching this to our young generation will be a key of success. We are one nation, one world, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Short-term and long-term approach in various sectors. Government shall take an initiative to facilitate migration during the problematic times, as well as the reverse migration of the workforce, and promote medical facilities. Private sector initiative shall be taken in form of in-house and on-site basic facilities like food, shelter and clothing to the laborers, workers and the staff. Education through social scientists, institutes like TISS, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, who actively take part in empowerment of the country through the social science activities, learning the mind of the people and giving a social touch will and encouragement to the workforce as well as the intelligent. We can say, like in Hindi, it's a sangam, it's an amalgamation of intelligence, knowledge and power. So we can see many projects in India, especially the slum redevelopment projects and projects like Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan or Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, where NGOs through and the social scientists are involved in the redevelopment and community awareness programs to make the people understand the benefits of these projects to achieve the common goal. Similarly, they understand the psychology and make such projects successful, and we have already seen projects like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan been taken into account and made successful. Solutions for material empowerment. Short-term approach. Government making initiatives and making reforms for manufacturing industry, raw material supply, and improve logistics policies during the transition stage of pandemic and post pandemic. Private sectors shall take initiatives to improve buyer and seller credits in assurances and insurances. Long-term approach. Government takes initiative to appoint techno-socio and economic study groups who will monitor the past, present scenario and forecast better reforms for the government. Private sector take initiatives to follow up the new reforms and establish sovereignty of the country and mankind. Money. Short-term approach is more important in this scenario. Government takes initiative for facilitating loans at minimum interest, maybe 0% for a couple of years. This will attract buyer-seller capacities. Also, direct cash benefit for 60% population, which is a low income group in our country, as suggested by Nobel laureate Abhijit Banerjee, where he has suggested to give an X amount, say of rupees 10,000 at post-COVID stage, which will increase the spending capacity of the individual in these groups and will churn up the economy. As they spend, there will be buyers, there will be sellers, and so on. Private sector can similarly give a direct cash loan and incentives to the workers in present, transition and immediate post-COVID scenario on short-term basis. Buyers and sellers credit facilities shall be increased. Long-term approach for money empowerment shall be made through economic experts like Abhijit Banerjee and many more, and such experts to form groups, study groups, and provide good reforms for the governments. Solutions through sustainable technologies. Adoption of sustainable technology. Friends, Corona has taught us many lessons during this pandemic and lockdowns. Respect of human values and social engineering. We can see we should respect each and every classification of the community, as said by me and said by many gurus in social engineering. Optimum use of resources and time is a very big aspect talked to us by Corona. lowering the logistics and increasing the productions is also a boon given in disguise by Corona. Optimum use of information technology. Friends, we can see that during the lockdown conditions, when we were locked up in our homes, our offices, where most of us did our work through online businesses, online meetings. So we were almost working 95% online and only 5% offline. Gradually, in today's scenario, 50-50% or 40-60% is the scene what we see today. With limited time, or rather we can see, if you travel, you are stuck up in traffic, and so it is in these days when the commuting has become difficult during the unlock stage, and there is still, we are in the shadow of this pandemic. It is better that we are having these online platforms like Zoom, GoToMeetings, and so on. And as I see further, it will the online facility will persist, because it is going to cut your logistics and time tremendously, and you can, when you are available, you can easily commute through these online facilities. Yes, and maybe in the future to come, we can opt for 80-20 or 70-30 online offline solutions. I think Corona has taught us almost everything that we unlearned in all these days or haven't learned. Online and offline working patterns and its adoption for future will be one of the keys for reviving the industry. Important solutions: education and community awareness, a long-term solution. This is a time-tested solution. Concrete technology and its management is covered only 10% in overall engineering bachelor's course. For example, if we consider 4 to 5 years of the bachelor's course and there are 50 subjects for the entire course, we can see only concrete technology makes a part of 2 subjects. In civil engineering or construction engineering, construction technology syllabus, and the performance of concrete technology by the engineers is required 100% on the ground. So construction technology and the allied subjects, for example non-destructive testing, chemistry of concrete, chemical engineering in concrete, this should go hand in hand in collaboration of education sectors, universities, with research and practicing organizations, and this will play a key role in building the future. Continual education and latest technology update will be key to sustainable growth in this sector. Organizations and institutes such as Construction Industry Development Corporation (CIDC), Indian Engineers Institute (IEI), American Concrete Institute (ACI), and Builders Association of India (BAI), Indian Society of Structural Engineers (ISSE), and Indian Geotechnical Community, and many more are already active in these directions. In this, the students of the final years should also be brought along with the help of these organizations on the field, so they have good hands on the work when they are actually on the field. Friends, let us check what is today's scenario. There is a rise of corona again. The Western world as well as India, we are on the horizon of seeing the second and third wave of corona. Our ship is yet in the mid-ocean of this pandemic and finding its way to the harbor, the corona-free world. Friends, at this very juncture of time, it can be said that it is indeed difficult to imagine world without corona. But yes, it can be worked out. You can see here the year 2020 was the year of protecting ourselves and the industry, and likewise, as we are seeing, there are vaccines being developed and they will soon arrive in the market by the end of this year or start of 2021. So you can see the one in form of injection. So as we see the corona vaccine coming, that is, we are finding the solution on the corona, we as construction industry will definitely find the solution and revive our industry. Yes, in a different philosophy, that is living with corona with mass community awareness, education and its practice. Concluding remarks. Can we achieve this? Yes, of course. Nothing is impossible. Humans are undefeatable on this planet. Since the birth of this planet and existence of humans and their survival, humans have combated lakhs and crores of such viruses and bacteria and are still living. The important thing is no virus can defeat this breed, the humans, because the earlier lacks intelligence and the later is smart. In reviving this construction industry in post-COVID world, the basic important things we should look at are empowerment of 3 M's, the manpower, materials and money. Continual education is a long-term solution. Practice and its implementation. Developing excellence in all fields as well as skills. Bringing awareness through social engineering. The key to success in this scenario is patience is the game and patience is the name of game. Friends, so let's break the chains, unlock the unlocked, come together and revive our construction industry. Thank you.